Most High, man. We ain't out here telling you what the fuck we think or how we feel.
Or how we feel, man.
You see? Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
That's right.
Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You see, all you Jakes, we don't give a damn about what you think and how you feel, man. Cause at the end of the day, we know that you don't know shit, man.
Right.
We know that you're gonna come with that plantation Christianity and try to come with some bullshit Esau done taught you, man.
If Esau can't get in, I don't want to go.
Exactly. Well, nigga, stay here.
Yeah. Bye.
You see, because all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. If you Jakes refuse to come back to the Most High, he gonna kill your ass, man.
Point blank and simple, bro. It's not all that complicated. Period. Hey, look, man. If you was a shepherd, man, or you were breeding some type of animal, and the animal refuses to listen to you, would you not do away with it, man?
That's when when I was a kid, my grandfather used to shoot the dogs, man. Like if the dogs, because we lived on a farm, a small farm, and then later a ranch, and he had dogs, like work dogs, and if he felt like you was a useless dog, he got rid of your ass. So yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
And like the scriptures say, man, what can the clay say to the potter, man? You know, if the Most High tell you to do something, just do it, man, to the best of your ability, man.
Sure.
You know.
Going on, verse 5. Behold, saith Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
This is talking about the day of the Lord.
Yup. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And that is talking about are the Edomites, man. You see? Therefore saith Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they prophesy. So which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Come. You know, and the Most High got to hear those prayers of the righteous, man, that sit underneath the throne, man. The Most High got to hear the prayers of those men, man, that have been suffering in this truth for 30 years on down, man. You know, and he has to look upon this earth, man, and see these sins, man. You know, he's got to listen to these reports from these angels, man, day in and day out, man. You know.
I got a set for you, brother.
Go ahead.
Something that, are you still? Go ahead if you're still in that.
What kind of
something that you had mentioned earlier?
And therefore saith Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, which is in America, spiritual Egypt.
And the people he's talking about, he's saving that remnant and that 144,000, man.
The remnant, man.
You know,
that one third, and the other 2/3 were done away with.
You know,
like that bad dog.
You know, and going back into the famine of the word, man, the elders have been putting out this word before YouTube, man. It was on Daily Motion. I don't know if brothers remember Daily Motion, man, but that was a site before YouTube, man. Like this brother said, man, there is no excuse, man. You got brothers from all over the world putting out a minimum of 3 videos a week, man. There's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of hours of edification, man, if you are seeking the Lord, man. Because Yahawashi said what, man? My sheep hear my voice, man. You know?
And they had to go to Daily Motion because YouTube was doing the same shit they're doing now, man. Just taking
Motion was doing that shit.
Just taking their pages down, so they had to go to Daily Motion to put videos up, man. And that's why when Apostle Hart made that decree the other night, I went over there, man. It's thousands of videos on Daily Motion, man. From when they had to leave YouTube for a while, then go to Daily Motion and put up videos. You see, now the Spirit is going back on the Most High sending the Spirit back on the Apostle Hart for us to make that transition to Daily Motion again, man.
And that was just a precursor to the famine of the word, man. You know, like this brother said, man, the apostles have put thousands of videos up on Daily Motion, man.
Because the thing is,
and that was a version of the famine, man. So look, go ahead.
Because once GMS is off of YouTube, it's a wrap, man.
YouTube was created for Great Millstone, huh?
It wasn't because you other Israelites. You telling Jake they Israelites, But that's as far as it goes, man.
And
you ain't telling
also,
them how they're gonna receive salvation.
Right.
You ain't telling them ain't no tribulation coming.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
man.
can take the RFID chip, nigga.
Build
What?
schools and let's build
Yeah,
schools
and communities and shit. No, man.
Y'all niggas having party Passovers,
Yeah,
popping each other's wives.
It's about the whole truth, man. What do Yahawashi say, man? I come in the volume of the book, man. You know, he did not come away to do away with the law, statutes, and commandments, man. But I mean, first and foremost, you got to seek Him through faith, man, and you got to be chosen, man. Not everybody's chosen, man.
That's right.
Verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Salat, he said like Egypt of plagues before. So y'all ears should perk up. What does that mean? Hey, America is referred to as Egypt, man. You know. Hey, going back to that word martyrzai, meaning bondage, man. You know, all you got to do is look at the architecture, man. Look at the obelisk, man. You know, in Washington D.C., man. And what did he say? He's gonna smite it with plagues again, man.
And that shit ain't just watching it. You got them shits all over the country.
All over, man. That just popped in my head, actually.
Yeah, you got them shits. It's one of them
everywhere,
shits right
man.
in the smack of downtown Denver, man.
You got them all over.
There's a massive one in
Pyramids
Paris.
and shit all over here.
There's one in Paris. There's one in France.
Basically, there's Egypt types of shit all over, man.
Talking about in the States.
Yeah, there's shit all through Colorado Springs. You'll see fashion with the Egyptian eye, all that bullshit, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Shoot, that's the city. That's the city seal for that city of in Denver, Cherry Creek.
Yeah.
Their symbol is the all-seeing eye with the flash eye, the bundle of six with the hatchet on it.
Yeah.
They got both of that with the all-seeing eye on it, man. That's all symbolism right there, man.
You know.
You see?
And Esau knows these scriptures, man.
Jake don't live in Cherry Creek.
He's trying to hide, but in plain sight, man. Just like you see the Egypt references, you see references to Rome, man. You know.
So ancient Babylon, man. Go look at the entrance of Hollywood, man. Yahawah did a video on that. You see, the entrance of Hollywood is an ancient Babylonian art and all type of ancient Babylonian architecture, man.
Because what you gotta understand is Esau has stole everything, man.
He has no culture, man.
You know what I'm saying? And whatever you think is new of Esau, he stole from somebody and is proven, man.
He has no culture, man. He is the cultureless being, man.
Esau is out here wearing do-rags and shit, man.
Salak, if I may say, I was watching a little something on the Revolutionary War this past week, man. And what I came to find out is when the colonial soldiers were bedding down at night, what they would read was the classic Greek ballads, man. And that should tell you a lot, man, if you're a man of the Lord, bro. That basically the way America was set up by these founding fathers in the colonial times of the Revolutionary War, when they were going to war with the Brits, they were reading the Greek classics, man.
Because they are the Greeks.
Because
it's the same people.
And this is the people. This is the people that you might say were the founding minds, the greatest minds in American history, man. But they stole their whole idea of a society from the Greeks, man. And you Edomites teach this, man.
And the thing is, though,
Who taught the Greeks?
the thing is,
Khan.
though, the Greeks are the Edomites. Now they got that land because they stole it from the Japhites. But when they refer to themselves as, civilization started with the Greeks, it's talking about the Edomite civilization that forced the Japhites out and came in there and put that label upon themselves and calling themselves the Greeks.
Because the Lacedemonians,
It's the same people, man.
the Lacedemonians,
and they know their heritage. So they say that America was founded on Christian principles.
Right.
Meanwhile, Washington and all the highest generals and leaders and politicians were studying how the Greeks did things,
Right.
man. It's the same shit over and over, man.
Prior to Esau, not that the Japhites were ruling in righteousness either. You know, they were doing a lot of wickedness too, but they had the Lacedemonians essentially over them, which were your so-called Spartans, who were Israelites. Which is really why they didn't fuck with the Spartans. The Spartans was constantly busting the rest of their asses because they weren't living as righteous as the rest of them.
Yeah, the Spartans was fighting the
city-states.
city-states.
That's either here or there. Eventually, Esau pushed them all out anyway.
Yeah, but that was all due to the Most High, you know.
And then became the Grecians.
So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15. And 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment.
And what's that plague and punishment, man? That's them thermonuclear missiles, man. Them ICBMs, man. You know, hot and ready, man. They coming, man.
That the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, For their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell, and with a fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's going to race wars, man. Race wars, civil wars. That's about to break out here in Babylon the Great, man. Why do you think all this damn tension between the damn Republicans and Democrats, Esau and Jake, all type of tension, man? You see?
All sorts of people.
The Most High is putting that spirit of dissension amongst men, man.
Right, yeah, man. Why do you think the Russian government is now funding these far right Edomite extremists, man? These little neo-Nazis, man.
And it just fits right into prophecy, man. Because Esau is he plays his role just
so
like
well.
the Edomite.
But
man.
you know what? Esau always had that mind. If you can't beat him, join him, man. So Esau, even though he knows it's destruction, in a way, he's hastening the day himself, man.
That's right.
He's bringing about the famine of the word, man.
Because he's carnal.
We're not bringing about the famine of the word. Esau is,
That's
man.
what I was.
Because all he's doing is fulfilling prophecy.
Right.
Man.
Because he's carnal minded, like he was when he ate the raw meat, man.
And the thing is, man, everything is subject to prophecy, man.
Right.
When you go into these scriptures, you have the understanding of Yahawashi. You have the understanding of his will.
Yeah.
You understand that ain't nothing moving outside of prophecy. Ain't nothing moving outside of the will of Yahawashi.
Ain't nothing, man.
All the shit that's going on in the earth is because it's the will of Yahawashi to bring prophecy forth, man. So the Most High, because the Most High is a man of his word. He spoke everything that's happening on this earth, and it's happening, man. You see, Esau is subject to that, man. Just like we're subject to it.
Even like the brother said, man, you're subject to it no matter what you want, man. Because if you brothers think about it, man, if Esau wasn't to bring about the famine of the word, man, his kingdom feasibly could continue, man. You know? So everything and everyone is subject to the word of Yahawashi, man.
Yup.
Even to the point where the elders have been preaching the famine of the word for decades, man. And you're still bringing it to pass. Why? Because everything is subject to Yahawah, man. On down, man.
These people think we're just gonna come out here with some new prophecies, man. We're going off what's said, man. We're going off what's written.
Yeah, we're not teaching
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The Most High didn't say everything that's gonna happen before the foundation of the earth was laid, man. And all we're doing is reciting it, man. All we're doing is telling you people what's about to happen. Ain't nothing new finna pop up in this book, man.
Sure.
Ain't finna be no whole new chapter of the book of so and so.
Yeah.
Here go 40 more new prophecies. No, man.
Yeah.
All we're doing is speaking the words that were already spoken, and we're telling you that it's gonna come to pass. So when it happens, just like the brother read earlier, then you shall know a prophet is among you, man, or was among you.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
right. That's right. You know?
Got that,
Oh, you had a step out?
Yeah.
It's a lot more.
This was just, yeah. Let me just throw this out
Got it,
there
got it.
real quick before I forget about it. This Luke 10 and 24, and you mentioned this earlier, so it made me think about it. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them.
Yup.
And those things are Salakia, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. All right? And then just getting into what this brother was talking on, like, man, brothers have been around, but the brothers that have been around to watch these prophecies unfold, it's a beautiful thing, man. Remember that Daniel wanted to see these things.
All the prophets, man.
All the prophets.
They was always
Jeremiah,
wondering.
Ezekiel, they was always asking,
You know what I'm
Lord, are we going to the kingdom now? Are we going to the kingdom now? They was
Yeah.
waiting, man.
And the thing
To
is,
see
And a
these
huge
things.
part of that verse is, man, a lot of men way more worthy than some of us are, man. We desired to see that day, man, and can't, man. That's what that scripture's going into, man.
Or didn't see it in that light.
no,
you
you
know what I'm
they
saying?
didn't sit in their lifetime. They
Right.
don't see it.
They
They
gonna
Yeah,
see
you know,
they hear it,
you know
they
what I'm
gonna see
saying,
it.
but that's what the scripture's talking about, man. They didn't get to see it in that lifetime. They've had to return, man. You know, King David, Solomon, all the prophets, man. They long for that day, man.
Because the thing is, man, going back to the scriptures, that's why we ain't out here storing up ammunition and fucking buying on top of the weapons, because we know what the prophecies say, man. And we know that we are subject to the prophecy. We are subject to the word of Yahawah Shemiah Shano, and the Most High tells us to what? Patiently wait upon him, because his word is going to come to pass, man. You see? Regardless of what these damn Edomites want to think or what these people want to say, man. We're dealing with what the scriptures say, and that's the prophecies of the Most High is going to come to pass, man. Everything that's written. You see? And those men who prophesied before us, all those prophets that came before us, they're back in this time right now, breaking down those visions that they received from the Most High, man.
Well, I got to
see?
step to land back off of that. I'm gonna bring out Numbers 23:19.
Oh no, I just hit that one. I mean, it's heat, but that's the point. That's all I want to bring out.
Just to land back on what this brother was saying, man.
Trying to see if it's still live streaming.
Yeah, it's still good. I was trying to check it too. I wanted to see if it maybe came up on your channel.
I don't know. It is what it is, though.
Yeah, it's whatever. We got it going. I just wanted to check it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's whatever.
Just to land back on what the brother was saying.
It says it's going, so it is what it is.
This is Numbers 23 and 19, man. Just because, you know, if the Most High said something, he's going to do something, he's going to do it. Why do you got to lie to you, man?
That's what I'm saying. He the almighty.
You know what I'm saying? And this is Numbers.
Like I'm tricking, like he's tricking you.
Hey, people, you got to. Why would the Most High be afraid to tell you something?
Right. You got niggas right here talking about the Most High wouldn't do that. The Most High ain't gonna do that. That ain't gonna come to pass. That's
like,
that's
what?
made up. That's hate. The Most High, you know, they're like, what?
What did you just?
What you say?
It's gonna happen. I said it right. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. This is Numbers 23 and 19.
And this is one of my favorite verses because it solidifies everything that you read in these scriptures, man. This verse puts a stamp of the Most High, the seal of the Most High's approval on everything that you read, man. You see?
That heavenly seal, man.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Numbers 23 and 19. It says, Yahawah is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. Have he said, and shall he not do it?
Have he said, and shall he not do it?
Or so have he spoken, and shall he not make it good?
Have he spoken, and shall he not make it good? So everything that he spoke through these prophets, through the men of the Lord, he gonna bring to pass, man.
You want me to bring out 20 or you?
That's good on that.
All right, come.
You see? You talking about, oh, the Most High wouldn't do this, the Most High wouldn't do that. Is it not written in the scriptures? The Most High is dealing with the whole world. Find where the Most High said that at.
You know?
Because you go all throughout the New Testament, he talking to the house of Israel. Everything, he's always addressing the children of Israel, man. He ain't addressing you heathen nation unless he condemning your ass and telling you what judgment is coming upon you. You know? And he gonna keep his promise on that, man. All you heathen will be judged, man. Especially you fucking Edomites, man.
That was my lesson, Mike. If you want to get down, go ahead. That was my lesson.
Man, you just made me think of something. I was gonna go get it.
But yeah, when that brother said that, that made Numbers 23 jump in my head, man. The Most High does not have to bargain with bargain with you people, man.
That's what I'm saying. You Jakes.
That's why. Matter of fact, that's why it's written in the book, man. Because the Most High don't even got to speak to His creation individually, man. A lot of these rape just be like, the Most High ain't tell me that. Y'all ever heard that? The Most High ain't say that to me. Hey, look, man. Hey, he wrote it down plain on tables in foretime for your ass, man. That's how cold the Most High is, man.
These motherfucking Christians that come up, well, give me a prophecy. Then you read a prophecy out of the book. No, give me a new prophecy. Nigga, what are you talking about? What is a new prophecy?
What's a new prophecy?
We going up
some of these prophecies. Hey, look, that goes to show. Hey, they in deep sleep, man. Because some of these prophecies have not come to pass yet, man. So how is the brother gonna tell you something new?
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
Oh, the Old Testament is done away with. How? It's prophecies that still need to be fulfilled in the Old Testament. The Messiah, the one you claim that you love, that you believe in, he has to come and fulfill the prophecies of the Old Testament, man. He has to come and get the children of Israel from the lands of the captivity according to what? The Old Testament, man. You see? So how's the Old Testament done away with when all the prophecies ain't been fulfilled yet? Is the kingdom of heaven here? No. Is the land? Is the Israelites back in the land, their homeland? No. Is it peace on earth? No. Is it still wars going on? Yeah.
Are they still learning war?
Yeah.
Come on now, man.
There's prophecies that still have to be fulfilled, man. That hasn't happened yet. So the Old Testament has never been done away with, man. You Christians are out of your fucking minds, man.
All the way.
Let me get Psalms 37, 12 through 14, Baba Kishar. And let me get Matthew 5, 3 through 12, Baba Kishar. Because the time we're coming into, man, just like this famine of the word is coming, man, the persecution against the men of the Lord is coming, and we already know it because we know what's written in these scriptures. We know that it's prophesied for us to catch hell for Yahawashi's sake, man. You see? That's why Esau is putting up all these goddamn rules for YouTube now. That's why he's taking Akim's videos down and deleting whole pages, man. For us telling the truth. You see? This shit is ramping up. And the persecution is about to come down heavy upon us, man. You see, because all we're doing is speaking righteousness, and this world is against that because this world dwelleth in wickedness, man.
You wanted Psalms?
Yeah, let me get that first. Con.
Where you want to start?
12. And read through
the
12.
rest?
Yeah, no, just 12 through 14. All right.
beards too. I'm like,
This is Psalms 37 and 12, and it reads, "The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth."
So the wicked plotteth against the just. When you go to Malachi 1 and 4, it tells you exactly who the wicked is, man. The Most High don't hold no punches when he lets you know who the wicked is.
you want me to get that real quick?
Baba Kashah, yeah, let's get that.
Malachi
read on while you
3
get
and
that.
4.
Now hold it right. So it tells you that the wicked plotteth against the just, man. Who is the wicked? We're gonna explain who the wicked is right here.
This
Start at
is,
3. Start at 3 and read through 4.
It's Malachi 3, right?
Malachi 1 and 3.
1. 1. Salaki, this is Malachi 1, and I'm going to start at 2, and it reads, "I have loved you, saith Yahawah," speaking about Israel. "Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?"
Because Jacob say, oh, the Most High don't care about us, the Most High ain't did nothing for us, this, that, and the other, but they refuse to get the understanding of why they're in the situation they're in, man. You in this situation because the Most High, because you disobeyed the Most High. You went after other gods.
Right.
You didn't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You wanted to do what the hell you want to do. Now you in this situation, complaining about you being in this situation that the Most High ain't dealing with you. The Most High don't love us. Look at my favorite example is, look at that movie Minister Society, man. When Odal was talking to Cain's grandfather, he said, what? All due respect, sir, I don't think God give a fuck about us. Look at how we live. It's all fucked up around here.
Right.
And Jake don't understand why they're in that situation. It's
They
because
don't.
of your disobedience, man.
And that's the thing. Old-Dog ain't had no
He had no understanding.
man.
And that's the majority of our people. They have no understanding of why they're in the situation they're in,
So
man.
that nigga was being a brute beast, man.
Yup.
Which you know, we're trying to not be no fucking brute beast, man. We're trying to, you know, this is all rehearsal, man.
Because
when we're kings and princes and landowners and rulers of the universe, man.
But the thing is, man, we was like old dog once upon a
Right.
time, man.
Brute
We had
beast.
no understanding. But the thing is, the Most High has given us that breath of life, and we're amending our ways, man.
Right.
Coming back into that way that Yahawashi gave us from the beginning, man. When He took us up out of that captivity in Egypt and took us to the wilderness and brought us unto Himself, man.
That's right.
You see, we're coming up out of that goddamn nigga mind state, man. And we're turning back into Yahawashi. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
No, you good, brother. You good. Was Esau not Jacob's brother? Saith Yahawah, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and I laid his mountains. No, Salakia. And I laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
You see, that's a clear distinction. The Most High loves Jacob, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and He hates the Edomites, you so-called white people. Now let's not get it twisted. You have Jakes scattered amongst the heathen nations, man. So you're gonna have some of our brothers and sisters coming back looking like Edomites.
That's right.
So if your father's seed line goes back to you being a so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American, you are an Israelite.
And don't be a dummy. That shit expands to brothers that are going to come into this fold looking like Bruce Lee.
Yup.
Brothers that are going to come into this fold looking like whoever. Man.
Yup.
You know,
Because we have been scattered amongst all nations according to the curses, just like the Most High said He was going to do, because He's a power of His word, and He scattered us amongst all nations. So you're going to have Israelites coming back looking like so-called white people. You're going to have Israelites coming back looking like so-called Chinese and Japanese and so-called Africans and so-called Hawaiians and Polynesians and all that, all nations, man, for our disobedience, man. Go ahead, bro.
Salaki, I gotta go back.
But we get to the point.
Go back to that real quick. This is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
That's when they came out of them caves.
Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, they shall build it, and I will throw down.
They shall build it, and He gonna throw down. They built this shit up, you see,
did.
and all these other cities they got around the earth, man. They built it up, but the Most High said, what? He gonna throw down. Go ahead, bro.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness,
Uh-huh.
and the people against whom Yahawah hath indignation forever.
They shall call them the border of wickedness, the people against whom Yahawashi have indignation forever. So that lets you know who the wicked is. A clear distinction. The Most High is pointing out the Edomites are the wicked. Straight up, pointing them out. Ain't no confusion about, damn, I wonder who the wicked is.
Right.
It tells you right here in Malachi 1 and 4 who the wicked is. Now
Right.
go back to that, bro.
Verse 13.
So we got to understand that the Edomites, you so-called white people, are the wicked. Go ahead, bro.
The Lord shall laugh at him.
No, read the verse above one more time.
Psalms 37 and 12. The wicked plotteth against the just.
So the Edomites plotted against the just. And who are the just? The men of the Lord, man. Beginning with the men of the Lord.
Come on.
You see? He plotted against us. That's why he got all his shit set up to try to get us off of YouTube, man. That's why he's coming up with all these articles talking about so-called black Hebrew Israelites when we ain't black, man. Where the fuck am I black at, man? You see? That's Esau plotting against the just, man.
I mean,
All the shit.
I'm wearing a
Exactly.
black garment.
This is black.
You know, black and white
You know
garment.
what I'm saying? So Esau plotted against the just. Look at the shit he gives our people to destroy themselves, man. That's him plotting against the just. Go to Jake's neighborhood, man, and look at how Jake living. They're put in that situation. They're put in that condition because of Esau Edom keeping them in that low vibration, man. He don't want them to know and understand that they're the chosen people of the Lord. So that's the wicked plotting against the just. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, Salak, if I may say, the Elder Gabar was talking today about, these Edomite banks. What they do is they look at you. The first thing they ask is your zip code, man.
Yep.
And if you live in a Jake neighborhood, you already know you ain't getting that loan,
ain't getting
man.
a loan.
You know, they make it easy for themselves. Oh, you live over there or not?
Or if you have a,
That's the way. Like the brother said, that's the wicked plotting against the just.
Even your kid, man. If your kid live in the wrong zip code, they gonna go to a terrible school.
Yeah, they can't go to the good school.
Yup. And that shit, and you think that shit is set up by coincidence? No, man. Esau zoned this shit off to have Jake in the worst schools and have his people in the best schools, man. And you have Jakes that move out of their neighborhood to get into the better schools to get a better education, man. That's the wicked plan against the just, man.
Psalms 37:13, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. Gnasheth upon him with his teeth.